Charlie, now what's the thing? What's the thing? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's been a long time. Well, first of all, people have the feel they call me like private message, or like they refer to PM as like the time thing, but PM is actually my name. It's a name given to me by my grandfather. My name be Philip Maxwell in Cancer Boachi. So PM Boakye like literally is the what do you call it? Is the brand name. Is the like trademark.
Oh,
Yeah. But also PM is just it's not just an ordinary guy just like that. He's someone who's kind, who's creative, you know, thoughtful person. He's a lot of like personalities in one. And, an artist, a musician, like a sculptist. There's a lot of things for me that people don't know. You know, and also being like a photographer and a creative director. So like I'm a power plant. PM is like a lot of things in one.
a little bad. So you were saying you were a creative.
Oh, you didn't hear me?
Can you hear me? Little bad.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear
Yeah. Oh, so like whatever I said, you guys didn't hear.
you. From the name, when you started like your talents, your creativeness, that's where everything went off.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I was like basically saying, PM Watch is like a power plant. PM Watch
Mm.
fits everywhere. PM Watch is an empath. He's an artist. He's a sculptist. He's a creative director. He's a uh,
Mm. 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 So anything that has to do with creativeness, there's PM.
yeah. I mean anything, including like human relation, like
Mm.
anything.
So how
PM
did
is
it start for you?
as being a photographer. Uh, that's a long time. I think my talent is just a gift by God.
Mm.
When I was like 12, 11, I used to draw a lot. Like I used to look at my surroundings and try to like put it on paper. Like
Mm.
I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, like what's going on, what's changing. It's like it comes to me like a conversation, and I like to like represent them on paper, like whatever that's going through my head. I try to put it on paper. I try to like communicate with myself to let myself see, oh, this is the real thing. And
Mm.
then gradually it became digital. So like at that time, I don't remember the year, but I think that time then Nokia Asha. I don't know if you know the phone called Nokia Asha. That time my sister had a Nokia Asha some time back. It was a white one that she gave me. She gave me to use. It's like quite a long time ago. So I think that's how it all started. I started making photos of my mom. I'm an Adventist, so anytime my mom would get ready, to go to church with us, she'll be like, "Oh, Kofi, I also try my picture," you know. And like you as a child, you're always like, I wasn't used to crayon and stuff like that. It was just pencil because I call out free for there. Yeah, who were Eastern region, they were about them there, all is like a pencil. That's what I saw it to be, black and white on the phone. Even though there was like colored and stuff like that, I always wanted to see stuff in black and white because that's where the imagination and the ideas are always coming from as a child. I wasn't really seeing stuff like colored as it is. And everything that I would imagine way back looks like idea actually, like a prehistoric thing. And how can I bring it back to life? So I always make pictures in monochrome with the Nokia Asha, and my mom will be so amazed with at that time I didn't even know what composition is, but I could do an incredible job. So that's where it started from me, and then it picked up. It's like me getting into it more. It's a lot. It's a lot of stories when it like goes back to where I actually found my voice as bringing my ideas to life. But it started with my beautiful mom. May her soul rest in peace.
Oh, yeah, so rest in peace. So from everything you said, that takes me to my next question. You said you started with a Nokia Asha, and at that point you started painting pictures monochrome. I don't want to speak for myself. I want you to speak for yourself. Has that influenced your look in any way? Your projects, like currently?
Yeah, I would say a lot. I decide when to show the world what I want to show the world, but I've been quiet for a while. You know, I've been diving deep into the previous stuff like that my grandparents taught me, like my mom, or even through my journey from now. I've been like every vision that I used to have, I've been trying to like preserve it back and work towards it. So I think these coming years, the world is gonna see like a lot from me from that side because I haven't really showed. But to be honest, anything that I'm shooting on, black and white is the first thing for every photographer, for our predecessors, for the people that like organically started it. It was in monochrome. So anything I do, I just see it. I just see it in monochrome before like I even try to like get a life of it because monochrome is actually the life. So everything coming in is like just add-ons. So yeah, that is it for me.
And also, most of your pictures or most of your projects have this I wouldn't say a washed out look, but it has this filmic look with this. Would you say that influence also started from the Asha days because of how they have a washed out vintage look like the
Yeah,
Fuji film?
yeah,
Would you say that day is also influenced that?
yeah. So I never said this anywhere, but just with my friends, a good friend of mine, Kelly Foley. Back in the days, I wasn't even used to anything called film. I didn't know anything about what film or analog photography is. But um, as I broadened my space about photography, I used to read a lot. Like maybe if we didn't have those accessible stuff to for you to know what this is or how that is. But that one friend of mine, Kelly, he's always like doing research. He's always into into this, into that, and he knows like, oh, PM is a PM wants to be a photographer, or he's a creative, he's a photographer. So most of the time he shared like a lot of things to me for me to also like broaden my horizon. So my and try to bring that photo back to life, like exactly how it looks.
Mm.
So baby, if you have to learn everything the hard way. You don't have anyone like teaching you this and that. So like I try to like make my images look like film by like putting much effort into it, by post production, like trying to like make it look exactly how it was. And I think going forward, there was an app called Visco that was giving like you that kind of like room for you to like twitch your pictures here and there for it to look more like, oh, this is how this looks like. But I was ahead of my time. I was always
Mm.
like looking at pictures back in the days, looking at stuff that look like original, that was shot in film. And I asked myself like, I feel like this is my voice, this is where I can really show my emotions, what I think about as an artist, what I want to like let people see from where I'm coming from, to show this is the side where I want to really like see my vision from. And I never had a chance to own a film camera. So what will you do? You have to just do it your own way, like learn it the hard way, try to make things work, try to make things look like that. So if you look at my photos from then, it's been inspired by that, like shooting on like analog or making photos look more like an analog. And now it's over there everywhere, like presets. People have presets they create themselves, but it's all been influenced by film, you know.
Mm.
So I would say I was even ahead of my time to be able to like make a preset of my own style. While it wasn't like the original thing,
Mm.
because I had no resources from that to have as an artist. And that made me stand out because everyone that saw my images from time till now saw the vision, like knew like, oh yeah, this guy, you know. So that's basically it for my influence for my images.
So from your conversations, especially this, and now people get to understand and then realize where you were heading. For
Yeah.
how important is waiting for you? Like how important is consistency and direction for you? Because you had to really wait and then keep doing what you are doing for a period before it was accepted and understand what you were doing, and then they weren't siding with you on that. So how important is
I think consistency is one key thing that like every artist should always like find within themselves, you know. And like talking about waiting, like I see it as to be patience. Patience is one bitter thing in life. If you don't have it, a lot of people are born with it. If you don't have it, I think you tend to lose a lot of things. So like me waiting for people to see what I actually was made of was a learning process for me. It It was a life-changing thing for me because it taught me a lot. It taught me like how I can really preserve something and let it be like a reference. And these things like take time because I know a lot of people won't say, but when I started until now, a lot of people I know a lot of people are also like affected by even by my images, by how my images look like or how I represent my photos. Even till now, I know there are a lot of kids that like also like call me and be like, "Yo, you're my hero, you're my this, you're my that." So even that is something for me. It's like a very like big deal for me because I had to like learn things the hard way. I had to like wait and really like go deep into what I wanted to preserve as my style now that I have as a signature for myself. So I would say if you gotta wait or be patient to get through a process, it's not a problem at all. I feel like consistency shouldn't be like something that should harm you. It should come from the inner core where it can allow yourself to like show what you want to show to the world, not what the world wants to see from you, you know.
Mm.
And most of the time we get lost in that because we have like a certain algorithm that's working on the internet right now, even with everything trying you are always trying to get up there, meet a certain timeline, be like in within for to be seen. I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that because I know like a lot of photographers that like took the time to just work on a lot of projects and even not know which one to release or which one to show the
Mm.
world. But one project can change your life. You know, it can change
Mm.
a whole aspect of you being a photographer. So I wouldn't say consistency is not it has to come from within, work with your soul for you to know like yeah, this is it. This is my time. This is the time. Because if Nyami Shrawa,
Mm.
Obe Shrawa, Obe Mao, like a person who say why you ready, you know? Are you ready to keep running?
Mm.
I mean, or how far can you go? You know, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that until when I like really started going into myself and what I stand for as a photographer and making me like always be in a learning process as to how to better what could be preserved for a
Mm.
lifetime than anything else. So that's what I can say about uh, waiting and consistency.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
That's really deep. It took you like 3 minutes to really express yourself, and I do understand how that was important for you in your career.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's crazy. You know how the internet works. So a farmer, you know, now farmer. A lot of people, a farmer, you know, then you tend to like stop in a way. It doesn't have to be like that. Then you go all the way down on yourself and be like, why is this happening to me? Because you didn't like do the, I mean the background check for yourself as to is it really myself or is it really the internet? Like is it really
Mm.
my voice? So it's very important to me.
You sound like a very self-aware person, and this makes me want to ask: starting photography or starting the creative process, what was like the blockage? What was the obstacle? What was like the hardest thing that you faced, and then it took you a while to overcome?
Just go off. Sorry. Um
Okay, so can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you now. So
Okay, so
yeah, I wanted to get the question again.
okay, so I was asking, so I was saying you are a very self-aware person,
Yeah.
so that you had to overcome, and how did you go like starting?
I think where I come from, Tema, stereotype is one thing, one difficult thing. Like you're almost sunny memu, they make you feel like yo, you don't got it.
Mm.
Like oh, undru, or you're not it. But ubesheni, you are it. You know,
Yeah.
people tend to like bring you down. Like they don't recognize the build up. Even sometimes our own parents don't see that. But
Mm.
like outside people, like the neighborhood, you can just meet someone and because who say assume say who say musician say, you know, who say onipa be say because those people are more like enlightened. They see beyond what they see when they look
Mm.
at you, and it's not like what everyone doesn't have it. And that's one of the big things that I felt like it was a challenge for me. Say you feel down, like you don't got it, you don't have it in you, and it's killing a lot of people, a lot of our youth. It's making them go in a way where they are not supposed to, and when you don't have willpower, you cannot even like see where your strength is, or where your gift is, or what can take you through when such things are being like arose, you know. And one thing I can also talk about that being a struggle for me is like materials, equipment. We were always doing theory stuff in school, and if your parents, you want to be a photographer. I remember my mom's friends saying to my mom, "Oh, there was this OG in my hometown back in the days. I said we trap pictures are when you're showing free mo. He didn't get nothing out of it. People will bring you down, like, but I'm just lucky my mom always saw me way bigger than what people saw me, even myself,
Yeah.
to be. So you coming from like a home like that, and you are not lucky your mom or your dad is not really into what you want to do. They don't give you the stuff for you to further things with, or to even figure out things with. Yenu mu bi wɔ hɔ a yɛnya phones at a very younger age. Ebi mu nso we had to like even struggle our own selves to get it. So I feel like lack of equipment, materials as well, is something that can also delay your process to also finding who you are as as an artist, or you discovering what you have inside of you to bring it out. And like I said, willpower also who could draw. You need to be bold. You need to be strong, and you need to know this is my shit. Like this is my thing. This is when they are there. Me person me here. You need to stand on it. And when I do it.
Mm.
I've had a lot of family members speak on me from me being a child till now, telling me you ube every ejuma awoye ho, you know, every
Mm.
ade awoye ho, and it's happening. It's my photography has brought me where I am now as an individual in life. So yeah.
Okay. That is a very interesting piece, and all over again. You give us 2 points. Go with the first one. If you had to start all over again, how are you going to go about go for culture, how people kind of talk down on you and they're not believing in you? If you are going to start, what?
Well, I think me being me being a kid or back in the days, how like everything was for me with a stereotype here and there. I always tend to one person. You know, I always went where it felt like real for me. Like me de me whole share baby a mommy in share. It keeps me going like my mom. My mom, my dad. My siblings didn't understand what I wanted what I wanted to do. So, but there are always one key people, like two or three key people that will always know, say you got it. So that's where you always have to
Mm,
go. If things like seem like account share, you don't see what you want to do, you always need to go to that one person that got you up, always hype you. We have friends like that always put life
mm,
into you and be like, yeah, you are the thing, and on me
yeah.
because like I'm gonna speak about my friend Kelly. I
Mm,
don't joke about that guy at all because he saw it. He saw like what I wanted to do, and it's crazy how I also saw it what he wanted to do. So he's like always pouring into me, being like, yeah, I didn't know. Oh yeah, no, I just said this. That's what you're doing. Don't stop. This is what you that is what you're doing. That is all. That's the oh yeah, and one oh yeah. And it's sad that in Ghana we don't even have anywhere to like go to, or like what if you don't have parents, like what if you don't have friends as an individual, and you have like inner gifts but the account share, like how where do you go? We don't even have people to, yeah. I think, and also Beboa, it's also going to help um people as in Ghanaians to always like bring people up instead of bringing them down. If you see bunch of kids in the neighborhood, but we have like two or three kids that stand out. They do stuff in a unique way where you don't even understand. We have to pay attention to those kids because they have something in them, and it's being passed on to them, or it's a new thing that they are also going to leave behind for someone. So
mm,
and I yɛmfa yɛnto obiara saa kɛkɛ. If you're being named after someone, most of the time they look at the things that the person did, that the
mm,
person didn't even finish or did finish, or what are the qualities this person holds.
yeah.
Nti obi wɔ hɔ a yɛto wo ba din a, you possess a lot of things that you're also gonna like leave behind and give the baton to someone to run the race. So
Mm,
that's something I would like the Ghanaian community to also like look at, and see it done for the generation that's to come of us.
mm.
Yeah.
Your point too, and we are lack of
Yeah, I think I never owned a camera. I At a point in time, I used to like follow my friend Kelly. As of course, I started with just phones. When I also got introduced to an iPhone. Sometimes I have to walk from Comty 7 to Comty 8 with Kelly to go use someone's phone. And that person is calling us to come style him, come make pictures of him because he was also selling clothes. So I have to
Mm.
go with him and go see what is iPhone, what is it, how does it look like, and keep building from there until I went to school. I studied visual arts, and I had this one sculpture teacher that had a camera. So I think that's where it built from. I also got in deep into like how a camera actually works, like specific camera actually works. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I didn't even know around me if there were photographers in my neighborhood. The only place you see a
Mm.
photographer is at church, and almost all my
Yeah.
busy, all my serious, all from Sika. They trying
Yeah.
to make photos and just make their money off. We're not more printing. Oh no, I'm the camera, me ma. Obe piano to chenkra. So it's it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. But if I see, I don't know if we can even talk to the government. None of that is working. But if we have like communities where can reach out to these manufacturers like Canon and whatever, I'm going to meet Papa Ghana, make like workshops and provide stuff like that. I don't think the government will ever do that for us. But if
Mm.
such things are being, that's also one thing of me, of a goal for me to like bring a whole canon to Ghana to just give free stuff, because camera bob they cry and easy, but we photographers we spend so much to buy it. And what are these companies also doing for our people like us? It's one of a goal for me to do before I die, or I leave here, is to bring a lot of media companies to Ghana, to out in a deep places where people cannot even go. People have a lot of talent. People have so much in them that we crowd shows. Hey, is this what is it? You know, they need to help these people. They need to bring like you know what I mean. It needs to be like a support chain. Something has to happen for those people that were like me as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Saying and need to know going back to Africans is, you know, in the other spaces, yeah, most of these people have credit score and then they don't even pay for the camera. But down here, every single person pays for it outright. So I gotta feel like they engaging to come back here and then give back because my point is valid, it's clear, and I respect that.
I mean, it's one thing I also wanna talk about. Education is also something, because you see a lot of giveaways, like prize giveaways these companies make. And she say, "Oh, talent now my dear, like anything about this, but you have it in you. You feel like you can do this and do it better, but you don't have any access to it. Like Sena with me rasa what do you call it? Sa contest name as a child. How can you even enter into these contests and win?
Okay.
And you don't even
You don't
win. You
even
you can't you can't
yeah.
win. I feel like it's such uh I don't want to say a bad word, but it's not appropriate. I feel
Yeah.
like it's not Obia and that support system is we don't get the
Yeah.
chance to be wherever we want to be. And I don't know, my heart always goes out to the people like me because I felt like yeah, I have something in me, but it was so hard for me to do it, and I had to do it the hard way
Mm.
to be me or to find my voice and still keep learning. So, but I know it can be easier for a lot of people like me. So it's
Mm.
something I really want to work on too as a photographer. Yeah.
You know, I think I really need to ask this question. If this is the last question, I'll even be fine. So you mentioned in the giveaways, sometimes we are limited and all that, right? And the craziest thing about sometimes Adoban people, like especially the gatekeepers, I don't know if you've had that experience, but the gatekeepers or the mainstream guys tends to like limit how much access they give people coming up. I
Yeah. I, I think you keep breaking,
system down
so
here.
I don't really hear you.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, it's better now.
Okay, so what I was trying to the gatekeepers or the mainstream guys here, you see, I'm going to use Nigeria as an example, or even the US as an example. Once someone gets to like a certain level or a certain stage, they start picking up guys, like younger guys, and then they start helping them, grooming them. And in as much as even in the Nigerian market, most of these guys don't show gratitude. They are not grateful to what the mainstream guys did. They still pick up someone new and then they keep helping people. But it kind of looks like in our system, the gatekeepers just want to keep and they don't help people that comes after them. If you are if you get to that stage, what do you think you would do personally? Like what would you do differently?
I think there's a lot of things that's going on when you talk about that. Yeah, and you get nothing. You know
Mm.
where we come from, and then sometimes you can also build a lot of things with someone. Now you just in chain. I just feel like a lot of these people, a lot of these gatekeepers should know that if someone has it, you have to give them the way. Like you see the onyame hyira no, where they are, why then we hyira no. It's
Sure.
something that they have to like understand and also like always serve as a guide. That's why they are masters. Sometimes your master, the apprentice can outrun the master, but still now they need the man. He gives him that gratitude for wherever Owabe and where we come from is it's not a lot. It's also coming from we ourselves as well. We don't give
Mm.
these people also the credit they also deserve to to get that help that they gave us from yɛmfa nidie ɛmma baby a nidie wɔ ɛna nidie no so a yɛde ma baby no ɛno so a ɔmutumi they take it too much away from you, so like you under someone, so you need to like yɛntwa wo ti koraa prɛko.
Mm.
So I think it goes like I mean, both ways for all of us to learn from. But for me, understand and where they are coming from and how they
Mm.
want to do things instead of being the big boss of them and be like, yeah, I have a plan for you. Me plan in ourselves fast. You know, unyame will plan mine, but ojaye my there. I just said, ojaye my there. Oh, you there do baby? I say, man, you ye. Now what heading? Wow, and I said, what you want betray for you to further on and know where you made these mistakes. So I feel like we shouldn't like my kind home shesa, my casa will be a say, you know. So we will I'm gonna press him. Will be and a young casa so I situation happen. We should learn from it because for all you know, the people that you go with and you leave them behind, you are gonna come and back and like meet them again. It's like a whole cycle. So that is what I can say literally. Says you just give people the way, but also guide them properly. Like me man could do a certain point and says that yeah, nipa way were running me over, or hear me say, or hear me that. I think we are trained not to voice out. Yeah, baby, I free ni to mean kasa.
Mm.
Yeah, bibi oh yeah, essence oh sumo binti. Now what oh you won't kwasumwa my de you get what I mean. So we need to take
Yeah.
that out from us. Who say oh sumo bia nipa ne sumo doesn't mean so wakua, you know, or you'll be on the own to me you'll be. We shouldn't see that
Mm.
for ourselves. You understand? That is the only thing I can say, and I will change if I'm at that top, because I don't remember me saying no to anybody that has always reached out to me, that I've always worked with till now. I've never been like that. I've always served. I've always made sure me pian will be me yes say, you know, and
Mm.
I never complain about none of that. So I think it's also a good way if both ways can also learn from and put into practice.
Yeah, that's interesting. Last point, I just have like two. I just want to have two questions. You know, we'll finish right now. You know,
I
this
swear, bro.
that
I
we have.
swear. I
And
swear. I swear. It's been
I just have like two
yeah,
questions to ask, and then I'll just let you go.
yeah, bro.
So my first,
Yeah, yeah. I did here. I did here for you. I did here for you.
so the first question I need to ask in this is that project that actually blew you, the project that
Uh, well, if looking at that, I don't really see myself in that way. And be like, this project made me PM.
mm,
The thing that made me feel like yeah, I'm PM is to like wake up and be able to think, to create. And you beyond to me that sorry to me creative be no yeah. Me
mm,
seeing myself like I can just wake up or just be there and have a thought, go in deep and process it and bring it to life. That alone makes me feel like I'm there. It made me feel like I'm already there. So
mm,
everything that I've always done, I never really celebrated it. Bibia, baby, I made me because I work with a lot of people. I work with an incredible label in Tema Community 2, Mem Life. I work with Kusiata a bit. I work with B for Bona. I work with Amare. I work with Kweku Smoke. I work with a lot of people, and I never say yeah. When am I go out there? Me being in that room, me being able to work with these people already made me feel like I'm there. I am it. I am who I am. And on the mommy who say yeah, my blow, I'm there. Me working me working with the guys, free the youth, changing the whole like
Yeah.
you know like it was like idea for so niso, and look at where it is now. Me being part of that makes me win already because you have been able to create something to something. Like it's creation, bro. Nyame to me yes sir. Nyame to me yes sir. So I don't see myself saying that this project made me who I am. No, it's the fact that God giving me that strength and that artistic mind, artistic heart to be into something and see it being transformed. That makes me see myself to be who I am, or where I need to be.
Interesting. So, do you remember your first project?
I would always say my first project is just making pictures of my mom, to be honest. Oh, it's been insane. Like I'm saying, I've witnessed like a lot of things start from the ground and have my influence as well to be nourished, to be something that people can uh, um, um, have life of. It's insane, bro. And it's God engineering. Nyame pen it to me something big like that. And I thank God for that. I really thank God for that. Because look at these people that I mentioned. Look at what they are doing. It's crazy, bro. And my holding. It's not coming from just me. It was something that was written for me to do. So that's how I'm gonna leave it.
So, this
First of God, my loved ones, and the air, and my camera.
is important to you.
Yeah, I mean, family is everything. Like growing up, I've always been around family. You know, a lot of us. When I grew up, my mom and my dad wasn't around, so I was like always around family. And when you're around family, you learn a lot. It teaches you so many things that you can take from and adjust to your life and see how important it is. In your family, be a great, but there are a lot you can take out of it. And I learned a lot from my grandparents because they were always like the gatekeepers of the family. I'm gonna hold the family down, even from both sides. So I feel, and it has always been me. I've always been a part of something, and isn't that family? That's family. You know, that's where I've always find my strength. It's being together in something, and also like seeing who you are and what you are bringing to that. I'm a family person as well. I'm a family guy.
PM.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you like for having me here, for doing this as well. You are an incredible person. We go way back. So wow, and me also is like seeing your growth, like doing what you do now. It's like you're speaking for yourself. You're letting people know who your voice is, who you are, and it's not everyone. And you'll be honest to me, yes, sir. So I I hope God blesses you, and I pray God blesses you as well, and like elevate your creation and whatever you're trying to do. I mean, with this and everything. Bless you. I appreciate it for being here.
Really appreciate you, Charlie. And thanks for not starving us with everything you said and then all the blessings you gave us today. I just reached out to you and then you were like, we could do it.
Yeah,
And
because
that was great.
I never sat down to talk about it like any of this at all. I did I remember some time back I did an interview with Pixels. It's one of the
Mm.
photography companies. Like, but like it was like it wasn't an in person. It was just text text wise. I don't remember the last time I did this. So it's amazing being here as well.
Thanks. Thanks, bro. All right. I know you're a very busy man and then you've got like a lot of things on your schedule and your plate. So we would leave you
Yeah, bro.
with by then. We just be where you want to be.
Yeah, my brother. I appreciate you for also letting me go. You guys should watch, subscribe, and share, and keep making this a big thing. All right, bro. Bless. Peace.
But